Greetings, stranger. Looks like we'll be sharing the same cabin in this train tonight. I did check to see if there were any free sleeping cabins when I booked, but they were all taken. I hope you do not feel as though I'm intruding on your space. Great! A person of generosity you are. I feel that we'll have a pleasant time together already. How may I address you? Pleased to meet you. I usually go by Indigo, but I may tell you my real name later on, depending on how much of a liking I take to you. This. It is a very interesting bag. It's filled with delightful and curious items too. Perhaps I can show you later, if you're not too tired. That's a rather sophisticated outfit you're wearing. Very formal. Are you going somewhere important? A business trip, perhaps, to close a deal on something? Well, of course. This is a luxury cabin. I would say that you aren't just a commoner. That much is obvious. And usually, those who take this particular night train tend to be individuals of the more elite persuasion. You're probably on a top secret mission. But I don't suppose you'd care to let me in on it. That's okay. You can keep your secrets. I was only trying to break the ice, and it has been very icy out these past few days. It is delightful though. The frost and the snow. The winter months are my favorite time of the year. Because the nights are longer, of course. In this side of the world, anyway. I often stay up to watch the stars rise and fall. I even sing to them too sometimes. They do hear us, believe it or not. Pardon? Oh, me too. I do love the darkness. Darkness. Sometimes it's soft and velvety. Sometimes it's cold and hard, like stone. But that kind of thing is always subjective, is it not? It depends on how you're feeling at any given moment. I see you have not drawn the curtain on the window. I noticed you staring out into the countryside when I first came in. What were you thinking about? You don't remember anymore? That's understandable. Thoughts can be funny, transient things. Either that, or they come back over and over again. I think they have a life of their own, thoughts. Sometimes they clamor to get out, and at other times, they whisper. I'm sorry. Perhaps it is just that I'm a thinker. I find that because of what I do, and who I am, I have a lot of time to think. Too much time, maybe. The years don't seem to go by quickly enough. So, tell me something about yourself. Are you a lover of the world? Or have you become jaded? Fascinating. You have a twinkle in your eye. It seems, however, that your secretive nature is necessary for your line of work. But if it weren't for that, you're also not the kind of person to reveal much about yourself. Never mind then. I do like being in the company of someone who is a little bit mysterious. It makes you all the more captivating to me. Was that a stomach rumble I heard? You forgot to eat before you got on the train. Interesting. You seem like someone who plans their life well. Usually. Oh? There was an unforeseen event? Those do not happen often in your life, do they? People like you do things on time. However, for some reason, that was not the case tonight. And yet, that may not be the strangest thing you encounter tonight. Here. A delicacy from somewhere far away. It could be meat from some kind of exotic animal. Or it could be some kind of fruit. You don't know, but I do. What do you say? Are you willing to give it a try? I guarantee you, it will help with the hunger. And maybe the cold, given its spicy flavor, although it is warm in here. Adventurous when it comes to food, I see. You can take the packet. There's plenty more where that came from. I have a flask here too. Do you fancy some whiskey? Oh, it's the good stuff, all right. I never give out cheap alcohol. I believe it's criminal to do so.